12 weird things cruise lines had to ban in 2025. If you're planning a cruise anytime soon, this is one video you don't want to skip, because cruise lines have been quietly updating their banned items lists. And some of the new rules for 2025 are downright bizarre. We're not just talking about obvious stuff like weapons or irons. I'm talking coffee creamer bottles, card games between passengers, and even certain types of shoes being blocked from the pool. Yep, some of these changes will definitely surprise you, maybe even frustrate you. So before you start packing, or worse, have something confiscated at boarding, let's go through 12 strange things cruise lines have officially banned in 2025. And trust me, the last one on this list, it's one of the weirdest and most unexpected yet. So stick around for that. Let's jump in. Number 1. Bottles of coffee creamer. This one sounds like a joke, but it's absolutely real. As of 2025, cruise lines like Carnival have officially clarified that bottled liquid coffee creamers are banned. So if you're someone who loves bringing your favorite hazelnut or caramel swirl creamer for your morning coffee, think again. It won't make it past security. Instead, the only type allowed are individual sealed packets, like the kind you'd get at a hotel breakfast bar. Why the change? It comes down to food safety. Large bottles are considered perishable, and cruise ships don't want to deal with the potential mess or risk of spoilage. It might not seem like a big deal, but for coffee lovers, this can totally mess with your morning routine. So next time, either bring the mini-sealed versions or just get used to the ship's default offerings. Number 2. Toy, replica, or novelty weapons, even Nerf guns. This one's especially important if you're cruising with kids. You probably already know that real weapons are strictly banned. No surprise there. But in 2025, cruise lines have cracked down even harder, now banning all types of replica or novelty weapons, including Nerf guns, foam swords, toy lightsabers, and even some costume accessories. Why? Even though they're toys, they can still be mistaken for real weapons during the boarding process or cause safety concerns with other passengers. It's also part of maintaining a peaceful onboard environment. Nobody wants a space battle in the hallway. Sadly, this rule has led to some disappointed kids on past cruises, especially when their birthday or Christmas present gets confiscated at check-in. If you're planning to surprise your child with a toy weapon on board, maybe think again. Number 3. Aerosol cans of Lysol or wrinkle release spray. This one catches a lot of cruisers off guard, especially because these items used to be pretty common in travel bags. As of 2025, many cruise lines are strictly banning aerosol cans of products like Lysol disinfectant spray and Downy wrinkle releaser. Not because the cruise lines don't want you cleaning or unwrinkling your clothes. It's all about safety. Aerosol cans are considered pressurized hazardous materials, and cruise ships are being extra cautious about fire risks and fumes in confined areas. But here's the part that really confuses people. Small personal use aerosols, like travel-size hairspray or deodorant, are still allowed. It's the larger cans, especially cleaning products, that are the issue. The good news? You can still bring wrinkle release spray. Just make sure it's in a non-aerosol pump bottle. And for cleaning, pack disinfectant wipes instead of spray. Same effect, no security issues. Number 4. Selling Girl Scout cookies or anything else on board. Yep, this has actually happened. In 2025, cruise lines are doubling down on a rule that passengers cannot sell any items on board, and that includes fundraising, even if it's something as wholesome as Girl Scout cookies. There have been stories of well-meaning families letting their kids sell cookies to fellow passengers as a cute way to raise money, but cruise lines have made it clear: no selling, no vending, no fundraising, by anyone. Even if it's for charity, even if it's just one box of Thin Mints. Why the crackdown? Cruise ships are private businesses, and they want to control all sales on board. It's also about fairness and safety. Allowing random selling could open the door to less innocent activities. So if your child is hoping to fundraise at sea, it's best to wait until you're back on land. Number 5. Water shoes. Now, this one is really tricky. Water shoes are allowed on cruise ships, but not everywhere on board. If you're headed to a private island or off the ship for an excursion, no problem. Bring those water shoes, protect your feet, and have fun. But what's caught many passengers off guard is that some cruise lines have started banning them in shipboard swimming pools. Cruisers on Royal Caribbean have reported being stopped by lifeguards and told to remove their water shoes before entering the pool. Why? It's to prevent damage to the pool liners, which can be easily torn or scuffed by certain types of footwear. Here's the catch. This isn't always written clearly in the cruise line's official prohibited items list. It's more of an enforced onboard policy, and it can vary between ships and crews. So what should you do? Bring your water shoes, but also pack slides or flip-flops to wear around the ship. That way, you're covered wherever you go, including hot pool decks where barefoot is not an option. Number 6. Hanging flags on your balcony. Okay, this one sounds harmless. But cruise lines have banned it for very specific reasons. You're not allowed to hang flags, banners, or signs on your cruise ship balcony. That includes everything from country flags to sports team banners to political messages. And yes, this rule has made some passengers pretty upset. One recent case involved someone trying to hang a Florida Gators flag on their balcony, only to have it removed and told it's not allowed. Why the strict stance? It comes down to safety and aesthetics. Cruise lines want to maintain a clean, uniform look across the ship's exterior for branding, photography, and visual appeal. But there's also the safety concern. Flags can be flammable, or blow off the ship and become hazards to the environment or other vessels. So if you're hoping to show off your fandom or national pride, do it with a t-shirt or hat, not a balcony banner. It's one of those small rules that a lot of people don't realize until they're told, sometimes not so politely. Number 7. Gambling between passengers. Now this one might sound a bit odd at first. After all, cruise ships are literally sailing casinos, right? You've got slot machines, blackjack tables, poker tournaments, even bingo. But what cruise lines have strictly banned is gambling between passengers. That means no cash poker games at the pool deck, no blackjack tournaments among friends in the cabin, and definitely no organizing your own little betting table anywhere on the ship. Doesn't matter if it's for pennies or hundreds, it's not allowed. The only gambling that's permitted has to be through the official onboard casino or cruise run games like Deal or No Deal. Why? Cruise lines are heavily regulated, and they need to control all monetary games to avoid legal issues, disputes between passengers, or worse, someone claiming they were scammed while on board. So if you were thinking of bringing a deck of cards and hosting a little late-night poker game with real cash, skip it. You can still play for fun, but once money changes hands, you're breaking the rules, and cruise security will absolutely shut it down. Number 8. Travel routers and personal Wi-Fi devices. This one might catch a lot of tech-savvy travelers off guard. Cruise ships now ban personal Wi-Fi routers and networking gear, including travel routers, mesh systems, and even satellite devices. Why? Well, it's not because they don't want you connected. It's because those devices can interfere with the ship's own network systems. Onboard communications, navigation, and security systems all rely on stable internal networks. When passengers bring their own routers, it can mess with those connections, causing interference or even temporary outages. Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines have updated their policies to be crystal clear on this. Don't bring any network extending tech. That includes anything designed to rebroadcast Wi-Fi or create a hotspot. Even if you're just trying to boost your signal, it's a no-go. So, if you are planning to pack a personal router to improve your internet speed, save the luggage space. Stick with the ship's official Wi-Fi packages and maybe just download your shows ahead of time. Number 9. Bluetooth speakers. Yes, really. Okay, this one surprised me too, but it makes total sense when you think about it. Cruise lines, especially Carnival and MSC, are cracking down on Bluetooth speakers being used in public areas, and in some cases, banning them entirely. Here's the thing. When you've got thousands of people on board trying to relax, nothing ruins the vibe faster than someone blasting their personal playlist on the pool deck or from their cabin balcony. Even if you love your music, and we all do, what's relaxing to you might be totally annoying to the person one lounge chair over. So, to cut down on noise complaints and keep the cruise atmosphere peaceful, cruise lines are stepping in. In fact, there have been reports of security politely asking guests to turn off their speakers or even confiscating them until the end of the cruise. Some lines now suggest using headphones only, especially in shared spaces. So, if you are planning to set the tone for your balcony sunset with your portable speaker, maybe consider a quiet playlist on earbuds instead. It'll save you the awkward conversation with security and keep the peace on board. Number 10. Over-the-door hanging organizers. You might have seen these all over cruise packing tip videos and blogs, the famous over-the-door shoe organizers or bathroom caddies. They used to be a favorite for maximizing space in those tiny cruise ship cabins. You just hang them over the bathroom door or closet, fill the pockets with toiletries, chargers, sunglasses, meds, you name it, and boom, instant storage. But as of 2025, several cruise lines have quietly added these to their banned or discouraged items list. Why? Because those hooks can actually damage the doors, scratching the paint, denting the wood, or interfering with door seals that are important for fire safety. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian have all issued notices or responded to passenger questions online saying they prefer passengers not to use them, and in some cases, crew have even been instructed to remove them during cabin checks. If you're looking to stay organized, here's the alternative. Bring small stackable bins, hanging shelves that attach to closets, or soft-sided toiletry bags that hang from built-in towel hooks instead. You'll still stay tidy without breaking any new cabin rules. It's one of those little things that could save you from a warning, or even a damage charge you weren't expecting. Number 11. Drones, even the small ones. This one surprises a lot of people, especially with how common drones have become for capturing travel footage. But cruise lines across the board have cracked down hard on drones in 2025, and not just for security reasons. Most cruise lines now completely ban drones from being flown on board the ship, and some have gone even further, banning them from being brought on at all. Why? A few reasons. First, there's the obvious safety concern. You're on a moving ship surrounded by people. One wrong move and that drone could hit someone, damage property, or even go overboard and cause an incident. But here's the lesser-known reason: port restrictions. Many ports have their own laws against drone use, especially in tourist-heavy areas or locations near airports. So, cruise lines are trying to stay ahead of potential legal problems by banning them completely. Some lines, like Royal Caribbean, will allow you to bring a drone if it stays in your luggage and is only used off the ship at port, but you have to check it in with security and pick it up when disembarking. Others say, nope, not allowed at all, even in your luggage. So if you were planning on bringing your drone to capture epic aerial shots of the ship leaving port or sailing into the sunset, you might want to double-check your cruise line's most updated rules, and maybe consider a good handheld gimbal or action camera instead. Before we get into the last and most weirdest banned item, do me a quick favor. If you found any of this helpful, even just one thing that made you go, wait, what? Please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps more cruisers like you find these tips and lets me keep making videos packed with useful cruise advice. Alright, let's get back into it. Number 12. Paper pineapples. Yes, seriously. Okay, now this one's going to sound a little strange, but some cruise lines have had to quietly crack down on a certain tropical decoration: paper pineapples. Not the fruit, not pineapple juice. We're talking about little decorative paper pineapples, like the kind you might buy for a luau or party. So, why would cruise lines care? Well, let's just say the pineapple has taken on a whole new meaning in cruising circles. Believe it or not, upside-down pineapples, especially when displayed on cabin doors, have become a well-known symbol for a very specific type of adult lifestyle. And sometimes guests put these up without realizing the hidden meaning. As cruise culture caught on to this, so did the cruise lines. To avoid awkward encounters or misinterpretations, some lines have banned paper pineapple door decor altogether. In fact, some crew members have even been instructed to remove certain items during room checks if they feel it might violate the ship's decorum policy. So, unless you're fully aware of what it implies, and you're ready for some interesting knocks on your cabin door, maybe skip the pineapple party decorations. Strange? Totally. True? Yep. Now you know. If you liked this video, check out the one waiting for you on the end screen. 21 things you must do in any cruise ship cabin on day 1. It's packed with helpful tips to make sure you start your cruise the right way from the moment you walk into your cabin. Drop a comment below and let me know what kind of cruise videos you'd love to see next. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you all.